Alright everyone, how's it going, and welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Welcome back to the series where I try and get silver medal on every single country across the world. In the last episode we did the United Kingdom, and now we're going to move on to the US. Now, as you can see, I have already got the silver medal in the US, but we're just doing everything again. It's been a long time since I've played the US map, and I'm just going to see how well I can do. So the average score is actually 11,800, which means that you have to be above average to get the silver medal. So let's just see how we do. I do feel like sometimes I do get a good guess on the US, and sometimes it is completely wrong. I never ever get just like an okay guess. It's either in the same state or it's on the complete other side of the country. So let's see how we get on. We're going to do no time limit, and we're going to be moving, and we're going to see if I can get silver or maybe even gold. I don't know, but I will just try and get the sort of best score that I can get. Obviously we do know that it's just going to be the US the entire time, so there's no need for deliberation on whether it's Canada or not, and we're just figuring out where we are in the US to try and get at least 15,000 points in order to get a silver medal. So as I've said, I will be trying this for every single country in the world. Hopefully this will just improve my Geoguessr skill and improve my ability to like sort of region guess. I don't know why it's not letting me click very much. I don't know, I'm really not getting a vibe here. I'm getting like southern, oh wait a minute. Right, that is sometimes useful but not always. I'm getting a sort of a southern vibe. I don't know about you, but I don't know. I mean, should I be looking for just circular? I don't think that's got any weight into it at all. South north again doesn't really give us that much information, but yeah, I'm not really getting too much of a vibe here. Maybe southern, maybe like east-ish. We've got a roundabout, which is really weird for the US, so I don't know. I'm sure there is a state that does have a lot of roundabouts. I could not tell you what it is, so we're not going to bother with that. But let's see if we can... Is there any sort of information? I mean, this seems like a really suburban area. There doesn't seem to be too much going on. So I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get a sign. 267 south. Yeah, I don't know which is the best way to go here, because I would really like Dollar General... It's not going to tell us where we are. I would really like maybe a bin to actually tell us like what the state we're in, but I don't think it will. I don't really have too much like US metas at my disposal. The only thing I know is that Joey Bosarge, councilman at large, right? Okay. Seems to have a very loyal fan base here. The only thing I know is that some of the southern states don't have front plates, which this car doesn't, and that the Californian wooden poles have 2 or 3 like yellow strips on them, but that is all I know. Yeah, these little signs aren't telling me where we are, which obviously would be useful, but you know. Ah well, they've got so much signs just at the side of the road here, but yeah, I don't know. Stars and stripes, seamless gutters. There's no information here at all. This is just too suburban. We need some sort of like big highway sign that tells us, you know, like New Mexico Interstate 40 or whatever the fuck. Oh, wait a minute. Indian Trail Circle. Don't suppose that means we're in Indiana. Nah. Oh, but to be fair, it actually is every state that touches Ohio that has the no front plate, so I guess it could be. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to just look for signs just to figure out where we are. I mean, I probably shouldn't spend too much time looking for some place. I probably should just go for it, but I do kind of want to get like a decent score. But I also just don't want to be here for ages. We'll keep going for another little while, and I don't know why this isn't loading properly, but we'll keep going for another little while. If I can't find anything, then we'll just send a guess. I do kind of like... I don't know, I think I prefer like North Carolina, Tennessee to Alabama and that kind of hedges for up here as well. I do think we are more southern though. Dibberville High School. I mean, I've obviously never heard of that, so I don't know where that is. Warriors. Harrison County Utility Authority. That probably has an outline of the county, but I don't know what. I don't think I can get any information from that. Like, we're not down here, are we? We could be. Nah. I mean, that could be the coast, and then that could just be bits that, like, stick out, but none of this is making sense. Nah, right, okay, I officially give up. 601. I've seen that a couple of times. I think that is the area code. I've got no idea. There's just a bunch of old school buses here. Right. Let's just go for... yeah, we'll stick where that is. I like that guess. Let's see where we are. Oh, we're all the way down in the south. 2,200. Mississippi. Wow, right, okay. And I was right with that being the coast. But I just didn't get... I didn't see that. Right, never mind. We'll go again. See if we can get a better score. I mean, we just need to get 15,000 to be honest, like, realistically. Wow, this is some crap cam. This is like Gen 1. Jesus Christ. Right, what are we actually doing here? What the fuck is this? Again, this feels like a sort of a southern state-ish. But it's very flat. Like, it does kind of feel just like in the middle, like Kansas. I like Kansas actually. Doesn't actually feel too south. But yeah, I really don't know. Yeah, we're back on the crap cam. If I can get some good cam... oh, the sign's gone. The sign was there in the crap cam and it's gone in the good camera, of course. Because that's just... oh! Arriba, Colorado. Where's Arriba? Can we get the rough area? I feel like that was a pretty good guess, to be honest. I think we are in this sort of area. Arriba makes it feel like it's maybe closer to New Mexico. Antonio, yeah, it seems like this sort of area, doesn't it? Right, I'm just going to chuck it there, see how we get on. Okay, it was literally where I clicked before. Damn it. No, it's clearly no place called Arriba there. Right, okay. If I just left it there, I would have got a much better score. That's fine. I think we could still be on track for 15,000 points here. This looks like much more like northeastern vibes. Is that crazy to say that? This feels like sort of New York-ish, Connecticut-ish area. Skag Cotman Park, Borough of Norristown. This just feels like anywhere, doesn't it? Ebenezer Methodist Church. You're not giving us like the state. Wait, that car's got no front plate. Wait, have we got no front plates? Right, okay. So, Pennsylvania then. I'm happy just to send it, to be honest. Yes! Right, okay, we're much closer to Philadelphia, but yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Brilliant. We've got 2 more rounds. We have 10,000 points up for grabs. We only need to get at least 2.5 in each in order to get, well, we need to get 3 in one and then 2.5 in the other. But this feels quite gettable, to be honest. This feels like New Mexico actually. I don't know why. I'm just getting like Breaking Bad vibes from this. Del Taco, Coronado Road. What's that? City of Goodyear. Is there a Goodyear city in New Mexico? I am happy with New Mexico so far, but I do want to just investigate a little bit more because I don't think we've got too much to play with. What does that even say? What did that say? The N.I. America CRY? What does that say? All America City. Ah, so that was the old Goodyear logo, right, okay. Right. Goodyear City. Valvo Line. Santa Mia, Richmond, Pebble Creek, Central. Yeah, this just seems like I'm not getting any like state specific clues here. Pebble Creek Marketplace. T-Mobile. The people here are very proud to be part of Goodyear and very proud to be American. And I mean, like the amount of signs there are for like Goodyear, you would think that's like a really big city. That is a state flag, isn't it? But I don't know that state flag. Let's get to the other side of the road again because it was more windy over there. You can sort of see it from here. I really feel like it would show up from here, which makes me feel like I'm actually in the wrong area. But where else could this be? Could it just be like Nebraska or something? Nah, this feels like so southern. I guess it could be Kansas or Colorado, I guess. But I don't think they have front plates. And it's not that hot there. Right, I think we are like somewhere here and I'm just missing it. I don't think we're anywhere over here, so I'm liking that guess. Let's just go for it. Ah, right, okay. Goodyear, right. Okay, so it was Arizona. So that's not great actually because we do need to lock in for this last one. However, this could be really good. Is there a world where this is Hawaii? Could be. First Bank. Terracon Group Incorporated. Urvanks Architecture. I feel like this feels quite gettable. Like this feels like a it doesn't just feel like anywhere in the US, you know what I mean? This feels almost like California or something. Yeah, this is not Hawaii, but it could be California. Like this could easily be LA or something. Navarro. El Fuerte. They've got a lot of Spanish people in California. Florida. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah, Florida, right, okay. The 934. I'm never going to get the fake in 934, am I? So that's why this felt like Hawaii, because it was very tropical. But I can't see like the 900s anywhere. They seem to be... The numbers seem to get bigger the further south you go, which makes me think that this is further south, like all the way down here, because we've got 700s and then 800s and stuff. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Boom, Miami. Perfect. By the literal skin of my teeth, 16,600 score. We have got the silver medal, right? This is a lot harder than this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, because yes, that was not a great score, and I know it's not the hardest thing in the world, but in order to get that for every single country, that's going to be difficult. So I think we've got the first two sort of easiest countries out of the way. I think Ireland is probably next. We've got France and we've got Paraguay, which I do have yet to get a silver score in. I think Europe's going to be really hard because it's so small. Like, a lot of these countries are so small. Being the next town over will literally lose you like 1,000 score, you know what I mean? Whereas if you get the rough area of Canada correct, you know, you should be alright. But then again, there's so many places to go. Like, it's just a hard challenge. But we'll see how we do. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I know that it wasn't a great game, but you know what? I had an objective and I did it. That's all that needs done. We don't need to spend too much time looking at all the details and trying to get the exact state every single time. And another thing I would like to do is get a platinum score on the world map. I would love to just get 25,000 points on the world map, because I don't actually have 25,000 score on the world map. As you can see, my highest score is 23,264. So I would love to get, and that took me an hour and 35 minutes. So I want to see if I can beat that, and I want to see if I can get 25,000 points in doing so. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to keep an eye out. There will be more videos soon. And I'm really hoping for this whole place to be sort of like all played out. And you know, I'm not going to just half-arse everything. If I can get gold on some countries, then that's great. If not, I'm just going to be aiming for silver. If I do get bronze, I will keep going until I do get silver. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching once again. Subscribe if you want, like if you want, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.